Not a word passes between us. Not because we have nothing to say, but because we don't have to say anything. Hey, this is me, Nivea, and today I'm going to recommend you 5 books that celebrate friendship. Let's start. The first book is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. This is a classic, just around 100 pages. And it's about two friends, migrant workers, George and Lenny. George is a very intelligent but uneducated person, and Lenny is physically very strong but mentally disabled. These two have nothing in this world except themselves and a dream to have their own land. Troubles mainly start when they find a job for themselves wherein George is able to mingle with everyone there, but Lenny becomes a victim of his own strengths and is being misunderstood by almost everyone. It's a very emotionally draining story, an amazing book. It's definitely a must read. With that, let's go to the next book on my list. The next book on my list is Hula by Toni Morrison. Hula and Neil are two very thick friends who grew up together. They are two black ladies who are very clever and poor. They think very much alike. At one point of time, Hula will need to travel to America, and after 10 years, she returns back to realize that a lot of things have changed. The friendship between them becomes strained. Earlier, they had difficulty in distinguishing one's thoughts from the other's, but not anymore. This book, when you start reading, initially it might be a bit difficult because of the writing style, but as you go through the pages, you'll get accustomed to it. My favorite part in this book is the last page, probably the last 2 paragraphs. Neil's realization of how much she liked Hula. It's an amazing book. Go ahead and read it. With that, let's go to the next book on my list. City Girl by Patricia Scanlon. This book is about 3 ladies, Devlin, Carolyn, and Maggie, who have altogether different strengths and weaknesses, and that they utilize as a way to support each other morally. Devlin is a very pretty lady who falls into a place where no other woman wants to be because of certain circumstances. Carolyn is a lady who doesn't know her own values, and she is a slave for her own family. Her lack of self-worth brings troubles into her life. Maggie is a very outspoken person, and she lives her life the way she wants it to be. And it is Maggie's chapters that I liked the most in this book. This book reminds us of those friends whom we do not see or talk to every day, but still whenever we meet, we feel as if we cannot be in a better place. With that, let's go to the next book on my list. Thousand Splendid Suns by Khalid Hosseini. 2 women, Mariam and Layla, share the same husband. Generally, in such a relationship, it's always a rift between the wives. But here, it's outside that track. Mariam and Layla share a very, very good bond. A beautiful friendship blossoms between them, and they support each other unconditionally. Your heart sings for Mariam and Layla. Very well crafted characters with a lot of intense scenes and written the best way possible. Hosseini has nailed it as always. It's a very heartbreaking story and definitely a must read. With that, let's go to the last book on my list. This book, I've spoken about it multiple times, and hence I thought about it whether I should speak about this book again or not. But I cannot omit this book because this book is definitely the epitome of celebration of friendship, and that is Boy in the Striped Pyjamas by John Boyne. Yes, I'm going to speak about this book again. People who ever have read this book would definitely know why I cannot miss speaking about this book today. It's an amazing book about 2 kids, Bruno and Shmuel, who live in altogether different worlds separated by just one fence. Bruno, a 9-year-old kid, leaves his luxurious house in Berlin to a countryside. And on the other side of the fence, he meets his new friend, Shmuel, who's of the same age. And he's on the other side of the fence because he is being controlled by the Nazi soldiers. Shmuel is a Jew. A beautiful relationship grows between the two. Friendship, where there is no barrier or fence. No race, no caste, nothing, just 2 humans. An amazingly written book, one of my favorites all time. So these are the books that I recommend you to read for cherishing the moments of friendship. With that, this is me, Nivea, signing off. Keep reading a lot of books. Take care. Happy reading. Bye.